I want to actually get first comments from you, and then we'll play out the bit of Mamta Banerjee's speech that has, well, there were several bits that have invited controversy, but in particular, Tausif Khan, she has been targeted for saying if Bengal burns, then, and she names a list of states that will burn as well. She's also been forced to clarify her remarks a number of times today. Is she losing the narrative war? Suppose on the very first day, that this doctor had been found raped and killed. Instead of protecting the principal on whose watch this happened, she had come out and said, I'm terribly sorry. I don't know how this happened. The principal is sacked. He's terminated. I apologize to the doctors of RG Corps, and we will do our best to find the culprits. Do you think things today would be very different for the Trinamool? Is it in danger of losing the narrative war?
Absolutely not, Barka. Anyone who is going to lose the narrative is basically the genuine protesters and the doctors, those who are really interested in seeing that justice is meted out to the victim of the rape of RG Kar and Medical College Hospital, and who is responsible for this change in narrative and this threat to their genuine protest is the BJP and BJP alone. Yesterday and day before yesterday was the day of lumpens. Lumpens were out on the streets. There were no student protest. There were no protest against the justice, but a lumpen element ransacking the public properties, stone pelting the police officers, only demanding the resignation of Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee. And this is not how you remove someone who has been democratically elected to head the state. If BJP is interested in getting hold of the power, in getting the chair of the chief ministership, BJP must win the election. People of Bengal have rejected them. But who's suffering from this so-called protest of BJP and the BJP lumpen element? It is the doctors, it is the people and civil society and people who are genuinely interested in seeing the justice being delivered to the rape victim. What has BJP done? That's a very valid question. But what has CBI done? Is a very valid question. From last 16 days, CBI is in hold of this matter. They have not arrested a single
No,
person.
no. All those questions are valid, and even the point about lumpenization of the protests is valid. But why the protection of a man called Sandeep Ghosh? Why the protection of a man on whose watch this rape and murder happened? Why the protection of this man, who was given a government lawyer to defend him in court? We now know that, according to former officials, that there's a relationship between this man and Sanjoy Roy, the prime accused. He's been described as a bouncer to this man. Do you at least acknowledge that the fatal mistake made by the Trinamool Congress was to seek to protect Sandeep Ghosh? They sent an MLA and a state minister to the National Medical College to persuade protesting students to accept him as their principal.
You see, I have said this in the very beginning. In my view, the reinstatement of Mr. Ghosh in another hospital was a mistake. He should have been simply suspended or asked to go on a leave. However, this act by the government, what I called is a mistake, reinstating him in another as a principal in another hospital. If we say that this is somehow giving protection to Mr. Ghosh, then that is stretching it too far. In my view, it is not, because Mr. Ghosh is appearing before the CBI. Mamta Banerjee never came on the way of CBI investigation. On the very first day, when there was a demand from the family that the investigation should be handed to the CBI, Mamta Banerjee said that I will not come on the way. Give Kolkata police 7 days. However, High Court ordered that the investigation should be handed over, and she handed over the investigation under the court's order to CBI. It was
Hmm.
the person who is arrested in the last 16, 17 days. It is only the one person who was arrested by the Kolkata police and not the CBI. Therefore, if anyone makes allegation that somehow state is protecting somebody, then these are mere allegations, and they must
Okay.
back it by the proof, and the proof, the onus is on the CBI, because CBI is in charge of this case and they
Okay.
must answer what is happening, what is the
Okay.
development. Why
Okay.
doing
Okay.
it?
Let me take this to Rohi, but I will say, having studied this Sandeep Ghosh character very closely in my reporting, I will say that certain very strange things stand out. The fact that he was transferred 3 times, but he would always come back. We've had students, Tausif, who to us have said that he was such a he ran such a reign of terror that two students considered suicide. We have Akhtar Ali, a former official, saying that a young female protester told him that a young female doctor told him that he had sexually harassed her, and yet he kind of continued. So I have many questions about Sandeep Ghosh, but you are right to say that now the case is with the CBI. Now, let me actually bring in Rohi. Rohi, do go ahead and respond. Let's actually play for you the image of Debashish Chakrabarti. If we can please play the image of the policeman who the Kolkata police says was injured. Can we please play his images? Who the Kolkata police say was injured when a stone was pelted at him. Can you please defend this sort of charge that has come from the Kolkata police that the people that the BJP called a band for, the people that the BJP said were students included lumpen elements who were throwing bricks at a police officer?
This is a very horrific image, and this young police officer also has a family. Whosoever has done this should be put behind the bars, and the strictest of punishment should be taken against that person who has not only he has literally beaten a person who was doing a government job. So such things, such hooliganism should never be tolerated. Saying so, this is the same police who in 2021, not in BJP's protest, but this one was not even BJP protest, but it was an open CPIM protest in which the same state police literally lathi charged on a person, killing one person of CPIM worker. 2018 in Uttar Konda Abhijan, which is the state secretariat in North Bengal, they opened fire on one BJP worker, Ulen Roy, who died on his because of his injuries. But still today, the state did not take any kind of action against the police or the atrocities of the state on the common people. Both are equally condemnable, and we do not support any kind of hooliganism. Saying so, I want to continue from one point which you raised against Shondeep Ghosh. I think we are missing a very important point here. The allegation against Shondeep Ghosh is not relevant only for the state of West Bengal. We are just talking about financial irregularities, or he probably doing torture on common people and all these things. These are all allegations that is related to the state. But we should remember that the primary allegation against Shondeep Ghosh is much larger than this. On June 2023, the allegation which was raised against him was that in RG Kar is not the only medical college in Kolkata. There are multiple medical colleges almost having similar footfalls. But in all the colleges, there is a standard limit of biomedical wastes. But in case of RG Kar, it is abysmally low. The question was raised there. And this is what the person Akhtar Ali is saying, that the biomedical wastes are being sold outside illegally. Not only dead bodies, mind you, even the biomedical waste. It means they used napkins, they used syringes, saline bottles. These are all outside being sold illegally. And this can not only cause health hazard to the state of West Bengal, this will cause health hazard to the entire globe.
Okay.
And the allegation is of such level. And today yeah.
No, I agree with you completely that Sandeep Ghosh is an absolutely unsavory character who obviously had political patronage and political protection. But let's come back to this case. The real concern is that the headlines are now dominated by the fight between the Trinamool Congress and the BJP. And every day, instead of the headlines being about what is the status of the case, what are the dots connected between the different people who enabled this rape and murder to happen, this has become a full-blown political war. Now, I want to play out Mamata Banerjee's speech that has today led the BJP to attack her. And we'll come back to Tausif and Rohi right after that. Listen in.
আগুন লাগাচ্ছেন, মনে রাখবেন বাংলায় যদি আগুন লাগান আসামও থেমে থাকবে না, নর্থ ইস্টও থেমে থাকবে না, উত্তরপ্রদেশও থেমে থাকবে না, বিহারও থেমে থাকবে না, ঝাড়খণ্ড থেমে থাকবে না, উড়িষ্যাও থেমে থাকবে না, আর দিল্লিও থেমে থাকবে না। আপনার চেয়ারটা আমরা টলমল করে দেব। চেয়ার দখলের লড়াই, ক্ষমতা থাকলে ভোটে যাও, গুলি নয়, ডেড বডি নয়, লাশ নয়, ক্ষমতা তোমাদের হাতে। কেন করছো না ফাঁসির জন্য, যে এইসব ধর্ষণ করলে ফাঁসি হবে? কেন এই আইনটা করছো না? অভিষেক যেটা বললো আমি তো সেটা লিখেছি। আমি এখনো বলি নরেন্দ্র মোদী, আপনার পার্টি কতটা আমায় চেনে আমি জানি না, কিন্তু আমি এটা মনে করি যতই ফান্ডিং করুন, অনেককেই ফান্ডিং করছেন আপনারা, খবর আমরা রাখি। মনে রাখবেন ওই ফান্ডিংকে আমরা এন্ডিং করে দেবো। আমরা এটা করতে পারি।
there's Mamta Banerjee, and she had to issue this speech is, of course, from yesterday, and after that, she had to issue a series of clarifications. Today, Himanta Biswa, the Assam Chief Minister, said, "How dare you, Didi?" I'll start with you, Tosif. What does this mean if Bengal burns? And she lists a whole bunch of other states that she says will also burn. Can we
Bengali.
unmute Tosif? Yeah, go ahead. Start again, Tosif. Yeah.
See, Barka, Mamta Banerjee's speech was in Bengali, and she never said that we will burn Assam or other states as listed by various media houses. So, these are words that were not uttered by her and is being attributed to her. What she said, that if you burn Bengal, Assam will not stop, Jharkhand, Bihar, Delhi will not stop. So she never said that we will burn these states. Our chief minister can never utter such a word. But but these sentences are being attributed to her as a misinformation campaign that BJP is known for running. Is their media? They have a very strong media connection, and that's how they have been able to run this campaign. And she has even today clarified that she has not issued any threat. In fact, some people alleged that she has issued threat to the junior doctors who are there protesting in Ajikal hospital from last 21 days, and she has clarified that she has not issued any threat. In fact, from the day one, Mamta Banerjee has said, and she said it consistently, repeatedly, that the entire anger of the people is justified, that the protest of the people against this rape case is justified, and she supports this protest. In fact, she launched her own protest demanding a new law where within 30 days, a rape accused can be put on a trial and can be given a capital punishment, although she is opposed to capital punishment. But for rape cases, she is demanding that the rapist should be hanged to death, and in a very time bound manner, in a very fast track court manner. Because you see, Barka, when the matter was before Kolkata police, on the very first day, she had issued a statement that we will fast track this case, meaning that the Kolkata police will initiate a case and prosecute the accused under a fast track court in Kolkata before the magistrate. However, since CBI has taken over, there is no provision. In CBI court, matter goes on for years and years, and given the track record of CBI.
Okay.
In all the cases they have initiated in West Bengal, so many cases they have initiated on very, very few conviction rate of CBI. Therefore, there's a big question when the victim will get justice. There is no system in place. That's why she's demanding a central law.
Let me bring in Rohi in just a moment, but we are also getting updates that two people, Rinku Singh and Subrata Das, have been arrested for throwing bricks at Sergeant Debashish Chakrabarti. The police says that he's in danger of losing eyesight, and these are images that you're seeing. The police says these are the people responsible, and they have been arrested. Now, let me bring in Rohi. Rohi, you've already acknowledged that anyone who threw a stone at a police officer is in the wrong. Do you believe that this protest should be left to doctors, that political parties should all step back? Because you see, if you saw the West Bengal United Front of Doctors, they decided we don't want to get into the party politics. We have to return the conversation to the justice for the victim. Now, Tosif is saying, okay, you had hard questions. I have been scathing of the Trinamool Congress's handling of this case. So we have all had hard questions, but now the case is with the CBI. The CBI must tell us what is happening. How do you respond to that?
See, firstly, I will respond to your first question based on the statement of the mother. Today, the mother of the victim says that Mamta Banerjee is not a parent, and therefore she does not understand the pain of parents. Just imagine under what circumstance she has to pass this statement. At the same time, related to the protest, the parents also say that we wholeheartedly accept any protest because these protesters are fighting for the justice of my daughter. They know that the state can take action against them. They might be killed. Despite that, they are fighting on the street, and therefore we wholeheartedly support these protesters. And therefore, it is our moral duty as the opposition party to support the parents, and therefore we are on the street.